Have you ever wondered whether we're born as salespeople or whether sales is a skill that we can learn through dedication and the ambition to do so? Well, in our conversation today, I want to share with you 3 points that will help describe a bit further why I believe that sales is something that anybody can learn. So let's get right to it. The first point that I'd like to make when it comes to whether or not we're born as salespeople is nature versus nurture. We're told that we're born with a specific genetic code. We're told that we're born with unique abilities and natural talents. And yes, I do believe that we are born with natural abilities and talents. And I believe that if we're not born with those things, then we can learn those things. You see, myself, I believe that I was born with a specific ability to communicate a message in a persuasive way. I could take a standpoint or a view on anything, and I could do my best to convince the other person across from me to that point of view, or at least help them see things in a different way. And this has greatly attributed to my sales ability. So, do I believe that I was born as a salesperson? Yes, I do. However, after training thousands of salespeople, I've met so many people who entered into the sales industry having come from a job such as a bartender, a waiter, a waitress, having come from working in the automotive industry, or something totally aside from selling of any sort. And I've met people who join the sales industry and immediately blow it out of the water with no prior experience. It's funny. I actually find that people with no prior sales experience were the best people to hire because they had no bad habits that I had to help them break. When on the flip side, we would hire someone who came from another sales job or had a sales background, and we would have to help them eliminate all the bad habits that they'd built through the years of them being in sales. I actually remember one person in particular who was mute for about 12 years of his life. He literally had to learn how to speak halfway through his teenage years because up until 12, he didn't say anything. He wouldn't talk to his friends. He wouldn't talk to his teachers. He wouldn't talk to his parents. He literally had no ability to communicate until one day he did. And at the age of 19 or 20, he joined the company that I worked with as a sales trainer. And I never would have known that this guy couldn't speak amazing English before this. I would have figured that he could. And he started off out of the gate crushing it with his sales performance because sales is not just something you're born with. Sales is something that you can learn. It's all a matter of knowing what must I learn in order to become great at sales. Which leads us to the second point when it comes to whether we're born as salespeople or whether this is something that we can learn, which is if you're not born as a naturally persuasive, high-performing salesperson, you simply need to understand what skills must I learn and hone and develop in order to become a fantastic salesperson. And personally, I believe those skills break down to a few different things. You must become a master at communication. You must become a master at understanding the other person's viewpoint, which for the sake of this video, we will call empathy. And you must become a master problem solver. That is step number 3. So you must become a great communicator. You must have fantastic empathy, and you must have a capacity of solving problems. Now, when it comes to solving problems, I do believe in a way that we are born with a certain propensity to be a problem solver. Some of us are just more resourceful when it comes to solving issues, whether it's our own issues or other people's issues. But at the same time, you could argue that skill comes from solving problems in our own life that was a muscle that we honed and developed that then allowed us to help other people do it. So again, you can look at problem solving as a natural or a learned ability in itself. But when it comes to communication, you must learn most of all how to best adapt to the person across the desk from you. Or if you're on the phone, you must adapt to their cadence, to their tone, to their voice. You must communicate with the other person in the way that they want to communicate. So if they speak slowly, I'm going to speak slowly. If they speak very quickly, then I'm going to match them and also speak very quickly. If they have a kind of drawl to their voice, I'm not going to completely uproot the way in which I speak, but I'm going to match their cadence and their drawl as much as possible. So communicate with other people the way that they want to be communicated to. Otherwise, you'll find it to be very difficult to influence them or sell them anything if they don't know, like, and trust you. Now, when it comes to empathy, there's one phrase that I took from a friend of mine. Her name is Sarah Phillips, and she's been on the Be Better broadcast, my podcast, in the past. And she talks about sales as service. Selling is service. And empathy, the skill I mentioned earlier, is all about serving people in the best way possible. Having empathy for the position that they're in. So if you're selling a cell phone, as an example, how can you have empathy for the person across the table from you? Well, maybe they are a burly construction worker who drops their cell phone constantly. Am I going to mention the most fragile phone to them? Am I going to offer them an iPhone with no case or protection on it? Probably not. I'm going to understand that person and have empathy for their situation and offer them a phone that is innately more durable, offer them a special case that has a 20-foot drop test rating. Or if I'm selling life insurance to an 80-year-old individual, I'm not going to offer them a policy that expires in 5 years. What if they live past 5 years? Then they can't get coverage at all. So empathy is the skill of really best understanding what a person needs based on the specific predicament that that person is in, which then leads us to problem solving these individuals' problems, and not even having the solution to solve the problem, because that was really under the umbrella of empathy that we just discussed, but tying all three of these together and communicating the solution to the problem. Listen, Mr. Customer, you mentioned to me that you're having a problem with dropping your phone, having it break, or driving down the road and having your brakes not be strong enough to stop the car sufficiently, or hearing a rattling as you're going down the road that you just don't want to deal with. Am I right in saying that? Get their agreement, right? Hear a yes from them, which is in a way a micro close, as we call it. And then you can say, okay, great. I wanted to make sure that I had your situation correct. Well, based on everything you told me, the best solution for you would be this phone, or this specific part for your car, or this specific service package, or this specific insurance policy. Whatever it is you're selling, restate their problem. Let them know that you've understood the situation that they're in, even if you haven't been in that situation yourself. And 3, present the best solution. And don't present the best solution from a place of uncertainty. Don't present it from a place of, I think this is the best option for you, but present it from a place of, I know this is the best option for you because of this, this, and this, which is what you told me. Are you with me on that? Get their agreement again. The more micro agreements that you can get, then the more on your side this individual will become. The third point I'd like to make is, even if you are born a natural salesperson, even if you're not born a natural salesperson, but you want to get into sales because of the benefit that it can create for your life, which the benefits are vast, and that deserves its own separate video, then I believe that it takes constant and never-ending improvement in order to truly master sales, in order to truly serve other people and communicate effectively with other people and have empathy for and problem solve for other people. It requires constant and never-ending improvement. And in my early 20s, I had already been in sales for the last 3, 4, 5 years, but my sales performance didn't skyrocket until I discovered the benefit and the power of personal development. I discovered people like Tony Robbins and Jim Rohn, who didn't just speak only on sales. They spoke about goal setting and financial management and time management and all these different life skills that do directly relate to sales. But I started listening to these individuals on my drives to work. I started listening to them when I was just doing things around the house or the apartment, when I was just taking a walk or exercising or at the gym. I would listen to them in my ears from YouTube or Audible, and I would just download all of this good information and these good inputs. And all of a sudden, I would notice my performance improve. And it's really no surprise. You are what you listen to, right? You become what you think about most of the time. And if you have these thoughts entering your brain and entering your mind constantly, it's only a matter of time until you become those same thoughts. So my recommendation is find 1 or 2 or 3 people that you can listen to, whether it's a podcast, a YouTube video, an audiobook, or whether it's a physical book, and read it, listen to it, really monitor the input that you are putting into your mind, right? Stand guard to the door of your mind, because what enters your mind becomes your mind space. And what becomes your mind space becomes your thoughts, it becomes your actions, which turn into the results that you get for yourself and your clients. So in short, do I believe you're born as a salesperson? Sometimes. Do I believe you can learn the skills in order to become a fantastic salesperson? Every single time. And in order to help you get those correct inputs into your brain, I want to give you a free gift for watching and listening to this video. It's my book, which is titled Be Extraordinary, Your Guide to Self-Mastery. I believe to be the best salesperson you can be, you must be the best person you can be. And self-mastery is the road, is the journey to be on to become the best version of yourself. So go to the link in the description. You can download a free digital copy of Be Extraordinary. If you want to buy a physical copy, you can absolutely do so. The link will be down there for Amazon. And if you do get the free copy by going to the link below, I'm also going to send you the free audiobook version so that when you're at the gym, when you're in the car, you can plug this into your ears and get some good inputs to help you become a better salesperson, but also to help you become a better human being. Thank you so much for watching, listening, and tuning in. And until we talk again next time, continue to be better.